Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Journey of a Special Average Balloon on the PlayStation 4. Now the last trophy that I have to get in order to earn this Platinum Trophy is Took Down the Giant, which is to pop at least one balloon in the Slingshot Mini Game on intense difficulty. Now you will have to do the Slingshot Mini Game as you're playing through the game, but you won't have to play it on the intense difficulty, so you can go into the menus and do this, and it's pretty simple. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to stay up to date on all my new trophy content. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. I do live stream myself getting my platinums and a variety of other things over on Twitch, so if you want to follow me, there's a link for it down in the description below, where it's twitch.tv/Snickel. So what exactly is this game? This is a game made by Treefall Studios, my friend Eli, and it seems like this is just one of his classic games, and this is just a fun little game to play. Essentially what you do is you play as a balloon, and you have to go through these levels, which have a variety of things that are trying to pop you, and you're going to basically have to collect all of these coins, these 3 coins, and then once you collect those 3 coins, you then have to make it to an end, which will then give you a piece, and you just make your way through these levels. So overall, it's a very fun experience, and it really makes you kind of have to pay attention to what is going on around you. And when you get into some of these later levels, like with these arrows and everything, it can get pretty intense. So I was going through this, I had just gotten done doing Grid Autosport, and I was trying to get that game done because the servers were going down, but it turns out that just the RaceNet was going down, and I know this is completely unrelated to this game, but I got this game a long time ago. Eli actually gave this to me as a kind of a review copy, so apologize for getting this out a little later than I originally anticipated, but getting back to it, I was basically 24/7 on Grid Autosport for a while, and it was just draining me. So being able to get done Grid Autosport and move into this game, this was a fun switch up of games from doing that Grid Autosport multiplayer. This really was a fun little challenge in a way, but also allowed me to kind of think about what I was doing. And I'm not gonna lie, some levels, especially this one, they were really getting me, because I'm like, man, I'm paying attention, but like, I really think I have this, but I really don't have this at times, and it was overall just a very fun experience. And like I said, it was a mix-up from what I was previously doing with Grid Autosport, and with that just being like a huge grind, I was like finally like, okay, let's take this easy. But as I was playing through these, I was definitely getting a little, not anxious, but I really wanted to get the game done, and I was trying to kind of blow through it and not be very smart or safe with my moves. So I needed to kind of take a step back, and I needed to just take my time. You know, I didn't have to rush. There was no rush. But Perilous Plans, that was to, I believe, beat the game. So you can see you get these kind of colorful arches, and you save the rainbow when you get through a bunch of levels, and then you end up, you know, basically beating the game. That is a majority of the trophies when it comes down to it. There are a few random trophies which you'll probably earn as you're naturally playing through. I think the only trophy, if I remember correctly, that I had to do that was kind of outside the natural progression was just this one related to getting or finishing the intense mode. So you have to go into, it's not level select. I don't know what I'm doing here. You have to go into bonus at the bottom. There are also some other game modes that are really cool. It would have been nice to see some trophies tied to them, but you know, it is what it is. The game was a fun experience. So you go into bonus, you're going to go into Slingshot, and then from there you just play intense. And essentially all you have to do here is just get through this. You just, you know, you could try to pop the balloons and win, but you don't have to do that. You just need to pop one balloon on intense in order to get the trophy, and it's not going to give you the trophy until the end of this kind of round. So, you know, you just got to wait here, wait through the full 30 seconds that it has to offer, and then at the end, as long as you've popped one balloon, you'll end up getting the trophy. But I don't know if you can select the difficulty at the beginning of the game, so you might be able to select it on intense, and then you would get this through natural progression. But this was, again, the only thing that I didn't get through natural progression. So there we go. There's Took Down the Giant, which will then earn us the Platinum Trophy here, which is called Special Yet Average. Feels like me. Anyway, with all of that being said, another one bites the dust. But anyway, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with the platinum, no DLC or anything. And as you're looking through the list, you're going to see that you have to journey across certain lands, which is essentially just playing through the game. And then you're going to have a variety of other things like collecting some coins, bonus chests, which you'll have to do, getting rainbow shards, doing a bunch of other things, and then getting that intense. So anyway, let's take a look at the profile here. We are trophy level 608, 77%, got 15,884 total trophies, got 10,486 bronze, 3,596 silver, 1,529 gold with 273 platinums. Like I said, 15,884 total trophies if you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the platinum trophy itself, again called Special Yet Average, aka the Snicky. I had fun playing through this game. Again, I had just gotten off of Grid Autosport Online Boost, so this was a good change up, and I really had a lot of fun playing through this game and just generally everything that the game had to offer. I do want to again thank Eli and Treefall Studios for providing me a copy of the game to be able to play. I know it wasn't kind of right when it came out, apologize for that, but I really had fun playing through this game, and I would advise anybody to play it if you have the time and money to purchase it. So anyway, let's talk about some numbers here. So if I had to rate this trophy list out of 10, I'm going to give this like a 2 out of 10. It's nothing super easy where like you can beat it with your eyes shut, but there are definitely levels near the end of the game, especially when those arrows come out, where you really have to pay attention, because I know they're not random, but they do feel random at times when they kind of come from certain angles and stuff. So that can kind of throw you a curveball in there, and it can be a little frustrating. But again, don't try to rush through, just kind of take your time. I was trying to rush through it, and I just kept dying or getting my balloon popped over and over and over again. So just take your time, and eventually you'll get through. But again, not so easy that you can do it basically with your eyes shut. So I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 10. Time it takes to get this platinum, you're probably talking around 30 minutes to an hour. I couldn't see this taking any more than an hour to get through. Even if you were struggling with a few of the later levels, you're not really going to be spending that much time when you're playing the game. So I really, again, couldn't see any more than an hour of playing this game, but more realistically, you're looking around 30 minutes. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all sorts of other things, my Twitter, my Twitch, Trophy Hunters Gaming, where I'm going to be posting all my trophy and collectible guides moving forward, along with a variety of other links. So if you want to go follow, subscribe, support any of those other areas, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Again, if you guys have played the game, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below, or if you've never even heard of it, let me know down in the comments below. I love reading through everybody's comments. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this, and I hope to see you all around sometime soon.